I feel like a lot of the food here is kind of a great showcase of kind of like in America, a lot of people think Filipino food is either like really salty, really sour, really fatty, or really sweet. But a lot of this has like a lot of great balance and actually a lot of lightness in a lot of the dishes.
So what's up guys, this is our surprise feast. These are my friends and they're going to get their minds blown by a province's regional food that you probably never had before. So let's...
Yeah, I'm ready to get blown.
Feast. Yeah, get blown, dude.
Oh, yo!
Shit.
Damn! Dude.
So this is Pinoy Heritage Kamayan feast, available once a month, and the region that we're going to be eating and exploring is Bicol. Bicol is known for cooking with coconut milk and chilies, and you may have known Bicolano food through like Laing that you can order at Chibog. Chibog's lit. Other than that though, it's really hard to get Bicolano food in San Francisco and America, so this is a really good opportunity for my friends and other people who are interested in Filipino food to try new stuff. I'll basically be running down each dish one by one and people are gonna try it. This is people react to Bicolano food.
Yay!
We'll start from the very top of the menu and I'll text overlay all the dishes so that you can follow along too. I feel like visually it's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
It's just like visually,
It's
not, yeah, it's ugly delicious basically. David Chang, come at me dude.
Yeah.
Let's explore the Philippines together. So the first dish we're gonna start off with is Kinagang ng Octopus, which is, octopus is cleaned, stewed in its own juices with some water, ginger, garlic, onions, and then lemongrass. That's pretty much it. It's like very raw, very natural. Of course, as with all things Filipino, you need rice. Cheers.
Cheers. Are you gonna do it with rice? Or do we just go
I'm gonna go straight.
I'm gonna go straight.
Yeah.
That's good, dude.
That's super tender for octopus.
Yeah,
It's not
texture.
chewy like
Yeah.
at all. That's fucking fire.
It's pretty fire, dude. If I could choose between like calamari or this, I feel like some days I'd
Oh yeah,
probably
it tastes
choose
for sure.
For like appetizer.
The taste is really good. It doesn't feel very heavy at all, especially like with smaller portions like this. I think I could have like a scoop of rice with this as like an appetizer.
Well, I'm coming for the Adam. Get shot, but
The like leftover sauce goes really well with the rice too.
Yeah, dude, like that's
Like not
the-
even just the octopus itself. Like,
Yeah, dude, that's part of like Filipino food. You just want more rice, you can like soak the sauce of whatever the hell stuff was cooked in.
That's so good.
Normally octopus I feel like most of the time is served like grilled or cooked really quickly so it stays tender, but this
Yeah.
One of the few interpretations where you see it in a stew. And I feel like Francis, because people have like varying spice tolerances, trim the spice level. But
Is it traditionally spicy?
Bicolano food is known to be really spicy. So that was Kinagang ng Octopus. The next dish that we have is Bicol Express pork belly. This dish is freaking lit. Bicol Express, the history is like it's named after a train from Luzon to Bicol. Basically coconut milk based dish, pork belly, shrimp, chilies. The main thing is that there's actually a 1-to-1 ratio of pork belly to chili, but I'm sure that Francis isn't adhering to that. It's supposed to be like hella spicy. It just like smack your tongue up.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been craving this dish for like the
This
past
for
like
sure.
2 months.
I can already tell. Like this for sure is like you used a lot of rice in this.
Bicol Express is like such a staple, well-known Filipino dish from Bicol, but I'm really surprised that it's kind of hard to find here in the Bay Area. If you guys know a place to get it, hit me up.
I thought that was gonna be a lot more hearty, but yo, that's
Yeah.
pretty
Since it's
chill
pork belly.
for pork belly.
Yeah, I don't get like that. I guess like palate fatigue from just eating straight pork
Yeah,
belly.
for sure. I could use some spice on
I
it.
could use some spice on that for sure.
Give it the chili.
I'm gonna eat this chili later.
That's really good. There's like a little bit of like that grilled or like charred taste on it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely. I think like some spice on that would be.
The next one is Pinangat.
Just looks like lime, dude.
Yeah.
Is
So,
it just
so
called
saying.
differently?
actually, so Laing has tar leaves, stewed in coconut milk. Pinangat, you can kind of think of it like a tamale. You have fish wrapped inside the tar leaf, and then you dunk it in like a bath of coconut milk and chilies, and it like cooks. There's like a version where there's crab.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
it's popping.
really? Like
I feel like you put like any
Interesting.
seafood.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's like not even comparable to Laing, dude. That's like
The
completely
texture's so
different
good.
palate.
Yeah, it's like it's so creamy.
So the next dish that we have is beef tinutangan. Basically the process of tinutangan is like a cooking technique where you burn a coconut, char the meat, drain the meat, make fresh coconut milk, and then use that for all your cooking. But Francis uses it for a sauce, slathered it over beef. I'm ready
Yeah,
to
I'm excited for the sauce, dude.
sauce boys.
Ugh.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Dude, Jackie.
Yeah.
This hits. I'm sure it's gonna be like a lot better when it's like fresh. Like you could,
wow.
Like I'm guessing you'd probably just like serve this at like a Michelin place, you know, like.
Dude, this would be great, like right off,
Yeah.
like right on the plate, served to you. Oh my god.
Beef is cooked perfect.
Yo, this beef is hella good.
Yeah.
This beef is hella tender. Good job, Francis.
Melt in your mouth tender.
That sauce is fire too. That went so well. It just melted with everything perfectly.
Yeah, it's like smoky, it's coconutty.
A little toasty, but it's not overpowering the taste of the beef itself. I think it's great as like as a sauce, honestly, because you can kind of modulate it to like how much you want. But yeah, again, the sauce is like perfect, goes super well with it.
It's like a Filipino Bernaise. Again, I personally just want it spicier, but that's just. I think we all do.
I think we fuck with spice.
Yeah. So we're gonna skip some things on the menu. I'll have it propped up again on the side, but some of them are just not regional and they're pretty ubiquitous. The next thing is like ensaladang puso ng saging, which is basically a salad of banana heart. This is pretty like ubiquitous standard Filipino food in the Philippines. You can't really get it here. All right, the next dish we have is called Kandingga, which is basically the Bicolano version of sisig. So sisig uses like all the offal parts, like the liver, ear, cheek. Kandingga is like served with coconut milk and spices as usual, and anything else that the Bicolanos do to like make it Kandingga. But I think that's generally the gist. Coconut milk and chilies.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that's the
main theme here.
Yeah. I guess it really just depends like on the protein and then how much coconut milk and chilies that you're getting. I mean, you definitely get like that liver, that like funk.
The texture to it, or you mean from the
Kandingga.
Oh yeah.
The chilies and the coconut milk help like mask that flavor, make it more palatable. Offal parts are such a intrinsic part of Filipino food, so it's nice to see it like created or flavored in a different way.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely see like the sisig, like just the resemblance in it, but yeah, it has a strong liver taste, definitely.
I think everything just marries really well together.
Yeah.
All the flavors are just, they all work. Like they all work together.
All right, next one is pancit bato. So pancit bato is a version of pancit canton, where you can either stir fry it or make it with like a soup. The main difference between pancit canton and pancit bato is that the noodles definitely like thicker, more chewier, more texture.
What is pancit again?
Pancit is like the ubiquitous Filipino noodle dish.
So it means like pretty much like a noodle dish, or because I feel like all the times I've eaten pancit, they're like thinner noodles, but these are obviously like flat noodles.
Yeah, there's like hella different types of pancit, dude.
Okay,
there's literally a pancit for every region, even though it may not be like drastically different than like pancit from a different part of the Philippines. It's got
like little nuances.
Yeah.
Too.
I don't know, maybe I don't know many of the noodle dishes. I mean, of course I know like pancit, canton, and like all that stuff, but this is like the first time seeing like a Filipino noodle dish use this noodle specifically.
I mean, honestly, this almost looks like a stir fry noodle.
I think
that's like a super like familiar taste too.
Honestly, like there's like more lit pancit in the Philippines, but like this is still good.
Yeah.
What's the sauce on?
I think it's just like really simple, like similar to pancit canton.
No, that's really what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
like,
straight up,
honestly,
like
just with different noodles.
yeah. Even when our guide in Bicol was guiding us around, she was like, the noodles is the only difference.
Oh, okay.
So we have one last regional dish from Bicol, and it's called Gising Gising. This dish is like pretty lit. I had this for the first time in the Philippines. Gising Gising means like wake up, or to wake up. This dish is supposed to be like hella spicy. It like slaps you awake.
Nice.
So this is a vegetable-based dish. Depends, like if you want to add protein, you can. The main vegetable is this thing called a cigarilla, which is like a winged bean in English.
Wait, you said there's no protein in this? Or there's no meat in this?
Traditionally, there's no meat, but it seems like Francis added some meat.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's for sure meat in here. But originally, it's just like hella of those winged beans, and it's like hella crunchy, hella flavorful. It's like a good vegetarian option, honestly. And the dope thing about Bicolano food is you could make really dope vegetarian, vegan stuff with these techniques and these flavors.
Yeah, that really didn't taste that meaty. Like it didn't really click to me that there was actually meat in it until you mentioned it too.
Yeah. It was mainly like like the flavor came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just distracted.
Yeah, I was just expecting like more of the vegetables because that's what I'm used to.
It's like more forward, or like more vegetable forward.
Yeah, like definitely like more texture.
I think like the main thing I really like with like everything we've had so far is that Yeah, I think honestly, like the spice would be great to pair with, but everything has had obviously like a coconut flavor. Even though every single dish has that coconut flavor, it's not, I guess, like the same.
Yeah, for sure. Because it really
Yeah.
depends like on the protein, on the chilies, and like on the vegetable that they use.
Yeah.
So
For sure. And it's so good. It's so
yeah,
good.
honestly, like this is for sure absolutely one of the regions of the Philippines whose cuisine I'm like absolutely in love with and really just want to get people on. For me, in my mind, when people think like I don't really know what Filipino food is, this is like bam, instantaneously I can think of like, oh, check out Bicol, because this is like a food, a style, a flavor that you cannot get any other province and probably any other part of Southeast Asia.
Where can I get this? Like, do they sell this at Jabog or any of like?
No, dude, they don't, dude.
That,
They don't.
That
Nowhere
really
in the area
sucks.
sells.
They don't, dude.
That really sucks
Oh,
because
man.
it tastes so. Like, if this was at Jabog, I would for sure get this like every single time. At least one of these dishes every single time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If I can get the beef like every single time, I for sure would. So good.
Going off what you were saying too, Jackie. Yeah, they had like 3 different pork dishes, but they all literally tasted completely different.
It's so crazy.
And the sauce is still chilies and coconut, but every sauce
Yeah.
added to the protein was just completely different.
Yeah.
So that was great.
It all works so well.
Yeah. All right. What's the favorite thing you ate, Jackie? I feel like it's the beef.
Honestly, like, okay, obviously the beef was centerpiece and it was like the biggest thing on there, and you know, your eyes are immediately drawn to it.
This is
Of course it's gonna taste really, really good because, you know, good slice of beef, good sauce on it, perfectly cooked. But I think honestly, my favorite had to have been either between the octopus or which one was this one again? With the pork belly?
Bicol Express.
Either one of those, yeah.
Yeah,
That or like
fish.
the octopus. Like the octopus texture was just so different from any other octopus texture that I had. Pairing that with like a little bit of, I had it with like the chili plus like the coconut sauce. It's so good.
I second that. My favorite bite of today was the octopus. That was so bomb. I think that was our first bite too. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
just
our first
hit
bite,
so
yeah.
well. Yeah, I don't know. That octopus would just cook so well, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, whenever we go to Jabog or like any other restaurant like that, obviously we get like family style and we all share it. Like I would not be opposed getting like two of those plates.
Honestly, I've been craving Bicol Express for like the past month.
Bias.
Yeah, that's like bias, hard bias. I think the Pinangat, the fish wrapped in tar leaves.
Yeah.
I told you earlier there's one with crab inside. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, no, that one was like a runner-up on the octopus, and I feel, maybe kind of biased saw this too, but those are like the 2 most unique dishes that I've had from like the group of this.
For sure.
And they're both so good. Yeah, I would definitely want to run the crab one of the taro leaf dish. Oh my god.
Going off of that like uniqueness, like I think everything here in general, the flavors are so different, but they're not.
Yeah, dude. Tell me another country that has this food, dude.
It's not like, you know, it's different and it immediately tastes good to you. Like a lot of the flavors are like stuff that you've already had before, so it's still familiar. It's not so crazy that it's, you know, you can't focus on the fact that it's so good because it's like right in front of you. But you know, it's still something new from like the norm. Like Chad said, like you can't find this at Jabog. You can't find this like anywhere that we know of here. So it's just nice to have something different, but still, you know, similar to everything else.
So y'all trying it, Trevor?
I already took some bites out of it.
Take it, you
Honestly, I feel like the move should have been in the beginning. Take a bite of the chili, and then like
and
eat
everything else.
So
would be
so that like the heat is like in your mouth, and you kind of like creeps up on
Is
you.
this like a Serrano or what is
Just
this?
this one?
Oh, dude, what the fuck, bitch. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you learned a lot about this style of food. Definitely check out my friend Francis at Pinoy Heritage. If you're interested in other regional cuisines, Francis has a monthly Kamayan pop-up where he explores different regions of the Philippines through these Kamayan meals. So definitely a really good way to explore Filipino food. Check him out, get Filipino food. Hit me up if you want to eat Filipino food.
Yeah, this is fucking good, dude. Someone could totally just do a mukbang.
Here. This is like pseudo that, right?
Yeah,